When you first get started with SalesReps.io, it can be a little bit overwhelming. The app has a lot more features than you might realize, and though we try to present them in the easiest and most user-friendly of ways, it can be definitely a lot to take in. So in this guide, we're going to try and very quickly go through the core features and how to get set up. Probably the first thing you'll see is this screen. We need you to click this button and go ahead and synchronize your orders so we can pull them from Shopify. Once you've done that, you'll go ahead and hit Next. Now, here what you need to do is make a quick decision if you want a drop-down checkout selector or a code checkout selector. The drop-down looks something like this, where users will select a representative, and the code one is where there will just be a text box here that users will input a special code. And that could be a discount code or it could be a sales rep code. We'll touch on that a little bit later. The next thing you'll do is add and configure your sales reps in our app. You can open that in a new tab, and what you'll want to do is just go ahead and add each representative, their commission number, their email, and then you may want to, in the future, assign customers to them semi-permanently. To add a rep, it's very, very easy. You just input all of that information, and you can give them a custom code if you want basically only people who have the code to be credited to that specific rep. At the same time, you can also manage discount codes and give a specific rep credit for any order that is created with a specific discount code. So that is a different code than the rep code. The next thing you'll want to do once you've done that is go back to this tab and hit Next. You may want to go back and assign old orders, at least within the last 30 days, to representatives. And if you want to do that, you can open in a new tab, go through a list of all of your previous orders, find anyone that didn't have a commission, and manually select to that person. And SalesReps.io will automatically calculate based on the commission percentage that you've given in. That is an optional setup step, but if you want to do it, now would be the time. Then we go ahead and hit Next, and you are good to go. You can now run reports on either commissions or gross sales by a representative. We'll go ahead and hit Finish here, and I just want to give you a brief overview of what the app does. The first thing you'll see on the dashboard is a report. This is a sample store, and so there isn't a lot of data, but here over time, you will accumulate all kinds of interesting data on your different reps and their performance over time. If you go to the orders screen, you will see what we saw before, individual orders and who they are assigned to. It's worth noting that from the order screen, you can actually modify different commissions and even update statuses. So if something is canceled or approved, or you decide that a specific order is ineligible for commission, you can mark that here. And there's no need to hit save. You can also add multiple commission earners for specific orders if you need to. And of course, you can manually override if something was, say, a special sales competition, or maybe a representative sold something below the price they were supposed to, and you've decided that they should not get a commission or should get a lower commission. You can do all of that here. And just one very important note about the order screen and about SalesReps.io as an application overall, it's important that you know that we collect order information not just from the drop-down in your app, but also from the back end of your store and from POS orders. And all you need to do to get that set up is do a little bit of extra configuration to synchronize so that we know which back-end orders go to which rep, and that's actually covered in a separate video. So make sure that if you need that set up and you need to collect commissions on those orders, that you check out that other video. The next screen is the reports screen. Most of the information that you want is going to come from this commissions report. It allows you to break down on a daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly basis and select any time frame you want. You can manually configure that here, or for your convenience, we've added some nice, easy, quick, yesterday, last 7 days, and so on. You can also filter out specific sales representatives. Say you don't want to see orders that don't have a rep, and maybe you don't want to see the store owners. And then you can specify to show 1, 2, 3, or all of the specific commissions. So let's say we just want to see which ones are currently unpaid because it's time to pay our reps. And then you can specify the columns that you want to see and display it on page. You also have the option of downloading the report. Now, as I mentioned, this is a new store, so it doesn't have a lot of data, but you can see here what the report would look like if we had a ton of data. You'll have specific orders that you can click directly into, and you'll have specific commissions. What's cool about the commissions report is you can actually click on here and you can bulk change orders. So say I were to pay this representative by the name of Sharon 34 euros, well, then I could go here. I could select all of her orders, change all of them to paid. And that is instantly saved. And now we know that we have no outdated commissions for anyone. Now, Deborah doesn't get any commission for that order because we lowered the commission to 0. So I'll also mark that paid. And instantly the report will be updated and you automatically know which ones you need to pay. So that's a really great way to filter through and see all the different commissions that have been made for all the different reps. And obviously, once you add a lot of data and get a ton of orders, this report becomes more and more and more useful. Rounding out our quick start guide here, you have a gross sales by rep report. If you're like me, you really want to know who your top performers are, but that may not be evident through the specific commissions report because different people have different commissions. So I like to know who in my company is selling the most. And that's what this gross sales report will do. It'll tell us all the reps with commissions, and it'll tell us who they have sold to and what they have sold. And that's really great for boosting employee motivation or if you want to do competitions within your company. That's the kind of 5-minute overview of everything that the app does. Obviously, if you have any questions, we are here to help you, and you can reach out to us. You can check out our FAQ for some other in-depth tutorials. And if you need anything at all, please feel free to let us know, and we'll be more than happy to help you. We hope you enjoy using SalesReps.io, and take care.